You have the internet here.
Yeah.
Bitcoin is lying right on top of it. And so Bitcoin's the next technology.
Fear, again, in the euro of reverberation of the European sovereign debt crisis. Bitcoin went up. Bitcoin up on those days. And
if you are worried about the uncertainties of the global economy, these bold predictions from Robert Kiyosaki and Cathie Wood can help you a lot. They believe that a great opportunity is emerging and Bitcoin will probably reach 500,000 United States dollars by 2025 and an impressive value of US $1 million by 2030. What's driving these predictions from renowned experts, and how can you prepare for this potential Bitcoin explosion? Want to discover how to protect yourself and profit during times of economic uncertainty? Like this video now, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to receive, firsthand, innovative strategies from experts that can transform your financial journey. Now, let's get to the video. The impact of artificial intelligence on the financial market. According to Robert Kiyosaki, artificial intelligence AI will play a crucial role in Bitcoin's appreciation, profoundly impacting the global economy. Kiyosaki's prediction is that AI will shake up the world of finance, making Bitcoin an even more attractive asset as a store of value, especially in a scenario of economic uncertainties. Cathie Wood shares this disruptive vision on the impact of technology, highlighting the role of AI in the growth of cutting-edge technology companies such as Tesla and Nvidia, whose valuations are linked to the advancement of AI. AI is not only revolutionizing sectors like automation, but also the way we interact with money. With the growing financial automation and the emergence of new AI-based tools, many experts see Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as a refuge for investors seeking to avoid the risks of a collapse of the traditional system. Robert Kiyosaki believes that as AI advances, distrust in the centralized monetary system increases, which raises interest in decentralized assets like Bitcoin. On the other hand, Cathie Wood has focused on how AI will also drive emerging markets and disruptive technologies, highlighting that these digital assets, along with technology companies, will be the foundation of the future economy. ARK Invest, led by Cathie Wood, continues to invest heavily in AI and cryptocurrency companies, predicting that these sectors will transform the global financial market. Kiyosaki's outlook that Bitcoin could reach $500,000 in 2025 and $1 million by 2030 aligns with the increased use of AI in the financial sector, which promises to accelerate the adoption of these technologies. If you're planning to invest in cryptocurrencies, consider not only the short-term potential, but also how AI and other disruptive technologies can influence the market in the long term. The analysis of experts like Kiyosaki and Cathie Wood points to a transition from traditional assets to cryptocurrencies and AI-driven technology. So preparing for these changes can be the key to substantial returns. Don't fall behind in the technological race. Subscribe now to learn how to use AI and cryptocurrencies to your advantage and protect your wealth in the future. Be ahead of the changes that are already impacting global markets. 'Cause like Cathie says,
I think what's going on with AI now is the same thing as was going on with the internet in the early 90s.
the connection between the economic crisis and the growth of cryptocurrencies. In recent years, the global economic crisis has been a catalyst for the accelerated adoption of cryptocurrencies.
But I think chaos is about to start.
Growing uncertainty in the traditional financial system and fear of inflation have driven many investors to seek refuge in assets that are not controlled by governments or central banks. Historical economic crises, such as the 2008 crisis and the recent 2020 crisis due to the pandemic, have shown how financial systems can be volatile and unstable. During these crises, the loss of confidence in fiat currencies and the increase in public debt have led many to seek alternatives like Bitcoin. Robert Kiyosaki argues that Bitcoin, along with precious metals like gold and silver, represents a real asset in a world where many financial assets are increasingly seen as fake or unstable. He predicts that Bitcoin adoption will intensify, especially as governments struggle to control inflation and maintain the credibility of their currencies. Kiyosaki points out that in times of crisis, people seek ways to protect their wealth, and cryptocurrencies, which are decentralized, emerge as a viable alternative. Cathie Wood, founder of ARK Invest, corroborates this view, stating that Bitcoin has the potential to reach $2.3 million as predicted in her long-term analysis. She sees Bitcoin not only as a safe haven during crises but also as a disruptive technology that can restructure the global economy. Her optimism about the future value of cryptocurrency is deeply linked to the development of new technologies, such as artificial intelligence, which can accelerate the adoption and use of crypto assets. Moreover, Wood argues that cryptocurrency adoption is driven by distrust in traditional monetary policies, as central banks print more money, diluting the value of national currencies. Cryptocurrencies emerge as an alternative to preserve the wealth of individuals and institutions that do not want to be held hostage to inflation or volatile economic cycles. In 2020, during the crisis caused by the pandemic, the value of Bitcoin jumped from around $7,000 to over $30,000 in a matter of months, while many traditional assets, such as stocks and bonds, faced sharp declines. This reinforces the argument that, in times of crisis, migration to decentralized and real value assets becomes an attractive strategy for capital preservation. Investors seeking safety amidst economic crises should consider diversifying their portfolios with assets like Bitcoin, gold, and silver. These assets offer protection against inflation and serve as a safety net when traditional financial markets become unstable. Bold predictions and the importance of preparing. Robert Kiyosaki has stood out for his bold predictions over the years, and this time he is making an even bolder bet. According to Kiyosaki, the price of Bitcoin will reach a surprising $500,000 by 2025, with even more expressive growth, reaching $1 million by 2030. These predictions, for many, may seem exaggerated or out of reality, but Kiyosaki has a strategic vision behind them. He sees Bitcoin as a safe alternative to so-called fake assets, such as government debt securities, which he believes are rapidly depreciating. Kiyosaki argues that the next major global financial crisis has already begun, and that people have not yet realized the magnitude of the impacts to come. According to Deloitte, confidence in cryptocurrencies as a store of value has grown significantly since 2020, with increased institutional adoption and the involvement of large corporations in the crypto market. Moreover, according to Chainalysis, cryptocurrency transaction volumes increased 881% between 2020 and 2021, reflecting the growing interest in these assets, especially during periods of economic uncertainty. He believes that the collapse of traditional assets is inevitable, and Bitcoin, along with gold and silver, will stand out as one of the real assets that will protect investors' wealth. However, Kiyosaki is not alone in this optimistic view of Bitcoin. Cathie Wood, CEO of ARK Invest, also shares a bold vision regarding Bitcoin. Recently, she stated that the price of Bitcoin could reach to $3 million in the long term as blockchain technology consolidates and the acceptance of cryptocurrencies expands globally. For Wood, Bitcoin is not just a form of payment or a digital asset but a revolution in the global financial system. Artificial intelligence is projected to drastically increase the value of the global financial market. According to a PwC study, it could contribute up to $15.7 trillion to the global economy by 2030. This impact will be felt mainly in sectors such as financial services, where process automation and predictive analytics can increase efficiency by up to 40%. The increase in the use of machine learning algorithms is making trading faster and more precise, which is already transforming the cryptocurrency market. She believes that, over time, Bitcoin will become a central store of value, comparable to gold, and that financial institutions that do not adopt this new reality risk being left behind. Currently, companies such as Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Square have already allocated billions of dollars in Bitcoin as part of their reserves, demonstrating confidence in its ability to preserve value. Furthermore, a 2021 Fidelity Digital Assets survey showed that 52% of institutional investors have already invested or are considering investing in cryptocurrencies in the coming years, indicating a movement towards consolidating cryptos as reserve assets. What makes these predictions even more relevant is the global context of economic uncertainties. Kiyosaki and would see Bitcoin as a direct response to the crisis of traditional monetary systems, which are increasingly under pressure. The growing depreciation of fiat currencies, combined with instability in the economic policies of major central banks, is leading more people to seek refuge in decentralized assets such as Bitcoin. Moreover, Wood argues that the adoption of disruptive technologies, such as artificial intelligence, will further drive the use of cryptocurrencies in the future. These predictions serve as a warning to investors who are still stuck in a traditional view of financial assets. Ignoring the potential of cryptocurrencies could mean missing out on one of the biggest growth opportunities of the next decade. Kiyosaki emphasizes that investors need to prepare now, before it's too late, because when the crisis reaches its peak, fake assets such as bonds and traditional stocks will be the first to lose value. However, Kiyosaki is not suggesting that everyone should sell everything they have and blindly invest in Bitcoin. On the contrary, he recommends a balanced and strategic approach, diversifying investments in different classes of real assets, such as gold, silver, and real estate, in addition to cryptocurrencies. The key, according to him, is to be prepared for an uncertain economic future, and those who anticipate the next crisis will be the ones who benefit most. In the world of investing, great opportunities often arise at times of greatest uncertainty. Kiyosaki believes that we are facing one of those moments now, and that those who know how to act quickly will reap the rewards of one of the greatest wealth transfers in modern history. Today, we explored the bold predictions of Robert Kiyosaki and Cathie Wood about the future of Bitcoin, and it is clear that we are living in a time of economic transition. While traditional financial institutions struggle to adapt to the new realities brought about by artificial intelligence and the growing distrust of the monetary system, assets like Bitcoin offer a promising alternative to protect and increase wealth. The future belongs to those who dare to question established norms and who are prepared to make bold decisions, even in times of uncertainty. If Kiyosaki and Wood are right, Bitcoin could not only be an investment opportunity, but a central piece in the reorganization of the global economy. And you, are you prepared for this transformation? How are you positioning yourself in the face of these imminent changes? Leave your opinions and predictions in the comments. Now that you know the bold predictions of Kiyosaki and Wood, are you ready to act? Don't miss out on future opportunities. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to receive, firsthand, expert analyses and strategies that can transform your financial future. Don't wait, start building your financial security now.